Good afternoon and welcome to Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School for this afternoon's Wisconsin Valley Conference girls softball matchup between the visiting Marshfield Tigers coming in at 10-1 overall. They are 6-0 in the Wisconsin Valley Conference, going up against the home team, the Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Red Raiders. Good afternoon, everyone. Steve Maves here from Wisconsin Rapids High School on this beautiful afternoon, finally, for high school softball here today. Again, a huge showdown in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. Marshfield coming in at 6-0. They are atop the WVC. Their lone loss came to Chippewa Falls last week, I believe, a team that beat them in the sectional final last year. Going through those Wisconsin Valley Conference standings as we come into play today, Marshfield at 6-0, Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln at 5-1. Their lone loss was to Spash so far. Spash at 5-2, losses to Marshfield and DC Everest. DC Everest at 5-3. Wausau West at 3-4. Merrill and Wausau West at 3-4. Merrill and Wausau East at 0-7. Those two teams play today. Wausau East and Merrill, along with Spash at Wausau West. So one of those two teams, Wausau East and Merrill, will get their first conference win of the day. They might split. Each of them might pick up a conference victory here today. Going back to basketball, just a quick little fact about that. Wausau East beat Merrill in girls basketball, their first conference win in, I believe it's 10 or 11 years. So Merrill might be looking for some revenge on that end. We got 6 matchups on the docket for you today. We got Pittsville and Pacelli baseball. That's going to be a big one over at Buchholz Park. Scott Krieger on the call of that one, along with Trevor Zaleski producing. Auburndale at Stratford baseball and softball. We've also got Amherst and Mosinee soccer, as well as Colby Abbey at Columbus Catholic softball. So all those games are going to be live. The latest start this afternoon is 5 o'clock, and that is soccer and Columbus Catholic Colby softball. So meeting at home plate just about to happen here at Wisconsin Rapids High School. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Solaris. With so much of our lives riding on the internet these days, choosing a provider you know and trust has become more important than ever. Solaris Fiber Network is the fastest technology available, and it's more reliable than cable internet, and provides equal upload and download speeds. Solaris has been keeping Central Wisconsin connected for over 125 years. They have the speed you need. Call, stop in, or visit Solaris.net to learn more. So Marshfield beat Wisconsin Rapids last year in the postseason over in the field that they no longer call home. That was a 10-run rule game. I believe it was 11-1 in one of Courtney Donahue's more impressive outings that she has had. And she's had a lot of them. She is most likely, or she is. It talked about it last year in the sectional final for softball over at Chippewa Falls, that Courtney Donahue was going to be an issue for many teams this year, and she has been one of the top, if not the top, pitcher, not just in the conference, not just in this area, but one of the top pitchers in the state is Courtney Donahue in her senior campaign. Just going back, see if I can find that game on here. There it is. So final score, I believe, 11-1. Courtney Donahue with 10 strikeouts that afternoon. She hit quite a few batters, but Megan Clary, who is a senior in her own right for Wisconsin Rapids, struggled big time last year against Courtney Donahue in the couple of games that they played when they went up to Marshfield as well. That was there. And so we'll see how things pan out here this afternoon. Handshakes are done, meeting is done, and now it's going to be national anthem time and starting lineup time here at beautiful Wisconsin Rapids Senior High School here this afternoon. We will take a quick break, step aside, come back with our with our starting lineups, as well as the announcements finish up here. Rhiannon Carroll will be in the circle for Wisconsin Rapids, as mentioned earlier. Courtney Donahue in the circle for Marshfield. So announcements being had, we will step aside and come back with first pitch here from Wisconsin Rapids. You're watching high school softball, Wisconsin Valley Conference 1-2, right here, exclusively on Zaleski Sports.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids. As we'll go through the starting lineups here. As they do, we'll step aside. We'll play another commercial during the national anthem before first pitch. For the Marshfield Tigers, batting first and in center field, number 16, Brooklyn Bowman. Batting second and in the circle, number 6, Courtney Donahue. Batting third and behind the plate, number 7, Maddie Bornbach. Batting fourth and at third base, number 14, Lauren Jacoby. Batting fifth and at first base, number 2, Sandy Costa. Batting sixth and in left field, number 12, Shyla Borgen. Batting seventh and in right field, number 5, Raina Manlick. Batting eighth and at second base, number 1, Madison Voss. Batting ninth and at shortstop, number 4, Ashlyn Barwick. And in her first year, Becky Linsmeyer. For the Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Red Raiders, coming in at 12-2 and 5-1 in the WVC. Batting first and at shortstop, 00, Megan Clary. Batting second in center field, number 5, Megan Jochimson. Batting third at second base, number 24, Haley Wagner. Batting fourth and in the circle, number 44, Rhiannon Carroll. Batting fifth and behind the plate, 28, Kendall Zegon. Batting sixth and at first base, number 17, Sawyer Holberg. Batting seventh in the right field, number 8, Allie Virginski. Batting eighth and at third base, number 2, Jaslyn Red Cloud. And batting ninth in left field at number 3, Emily Friday. They are head coached by Isaac Holberg and the rest of the Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln coaching staff. So we'll step aside for our national anthem, come back with our first pitch right here on Zaleski Sports.
Rustic Redefined is the area's boutique clothing store for women and children. You'll find a personalized shopping experience with unique and trendy styles to choose from. Rustic Redefined specializes in affordable clothes and accessories with red carpet service. Find your individual style at Rustic Redefined on 8th Street South in Wisconsin Rapids and Rustic Redefined on Facebook.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids High School as we bring you live softball action right here exclusively on Zaleski Sports. It is a beautiful afternoon. Couldn't have asked for much better here the 5th day of May. And get to the defensive alignment behind Rhiannon Carroll here in just a moment. Our umpires for tonight on the base pass, A.J. Ligman, and behind the plate is Jason Wolf. Other games going on around the WVC again tonight, or this afternoon, for the, on the softball side anyway, Wausau East is at Merrill, a doubleheader. Those games started at 3:30 this afternoon. Spash is at Wausau West. That game starting momentarily as well. We are about to get underway. Emily Friday, Megan Jocumson, Allie Virginski from left to right. Jazz Red Cloud, Megan Clary, Haley Wagner, and Sawyer Holberg from from third to first. And Kendall Zegon catching Rhiannon Carroll here this afternoon. Rhiannon coming in, pitching 65 innings this year. 11-2 record on the season. Brooklyn Bowman to lead things off for the Marshfield Tigers, and the first pitch this afternoon is in there for a strike at 4:31, and a beautiful 64 degrees here in Wisconsin Rapids. 0-1 count to Brooklyn Bowman, the leadoff hitter for Coach Linsmeyer and the Marshfield Tigers. That one's going to be popped up, shortstop, and Megan Clary backs up and makes the catch for out number one. Great crowd on hand here this afternoon in Wisconsin Rapids, as expected, for this huge Wisconsin Valley Conference matchup. Courtney Donahue now, the pitcher. Again, one of the top, if not the top pitcher in the Wisconsin Valley Conference, one of the top pitchers in the state this year. And the first offering to Courtney is drilled right back up the middle, and a one-out single for Courtney Donahue. Going after the first pitch. And a runner at first now. Donahue will be run for by number 15.
Next at bat, number 7, Madeline Bornbach.
Liliana Anaya. Maddie Bornbach now, as Anaya comes in to run for pitcher Courtney Donahue. Slight wind, 8-ish miles an hour. Courtney Donahue, the number 3 hitter. The other last week, they haven't played since Friday of last week. That one's going to hit the top of the backstop, and it's going to bounce away from Haley Wagner on the wild pitch. Try to get Anaya on the throwdown. It's a 1-0 to Maddie Bornbach. She hit the scoreboard at Marshfield High School in one of their games against Holman last week. Again, haven't played since Friday. And a doubleheader sweep against Holman. Down misses high to Maddie, and it's 2-0. An absolutely gorgeous afternoon. Beautiful complex here in Wisconsin Rapids. The 2-0. Going to be popped up. Shallow center, long run for Jocumson, and she's going to make the catch for out number 2. A late jump for Jocumson.
Marshfield, number 14, Lauren Jacoby.
Two-way for Lauren Jacoby. Runner at second. Misses high to Jacoby, and it's 1-0. Again, their lone loss this year, Marshfield's lone loss, came to Chippewa Falls, who has beat them up pretty good in the sectional final last year. A very young team last year. A lot of experience, obviously, then coming back. Beat Marshfield 6-1 a week and a half ago. Now it's going to be popped up. Shallow left, back on it in the turf. Outfield is Megan Clary to end the first inning. No runs on a hit and one left. We have played a half an inning It is Marshfield nothing. Wisconsin Rapids coming up. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
Need incentive to get started at Mid-State Technical College? 1-2-3 for free can save up to $900 on tuition. Start this summer if you'd like. No catches, no application fee or essays to write. 1-2-3 for free at Mid-State. Get started at mstc.edu.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's U.S. Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more.
A good start for Wisconsin Rapids defensively, I should say. A one-out base hit by Courtney Donahue, and then 3 pop-ups in the inning for Rhiannon Carroll and the Wisconsin Rapids defense. Megan Clary to lead things off for Wisconsin Rapids. Of course, a very accomplished and one of the top athletes to ever go through this high school, batting .365 on the year. 5 doubles, 2 triples, and a home run for Megan this year. First offering from Courtney Donahue in the circle for the Tigers. That was going to be hit sharply past third and foul. Out in front that time was Clary. And it's quickly no balls and a strike. Megan Jochumson, Haley Wagner, Rhiannon Carroll, Kendall Zegon, Sawyer Holberg, Allie Virginski, Jazz Red Cloud, and Emily Friday, the batting order for Wisconsin Rapids here tonight. And the 0-1 coming home. Misses outside for a ball, 1-1. And popping the mitt is Courtney Donahue with her partner in crime, Maddie Bornbach. The 1-1. Popped up and into the netting behind home plate. Look out back here. And Megan almost took one on the batting helmet. A ball and 2 strikes now to Megan Clary. Just underway here in Wisconsin Rapids. Plenty of room, plenty of time for you to come down, watch some big-time softball as Clary ducks out of the way, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Great crowd on hand here, though, in Wisconsin Rapids already. So just past 4:30. The 2-2 outside, didn't get her to chase, and the count runs full now here to the first batter of the game for Wisconsin Rapids, Megan Clary. And the payoff. Outside and walked her. First walk of the afternoon. And now Megan Jochumson with a runner at first and nobody out. Speedy Megan Clary at first, but a great arm behind the plate in Maddie Bornbach. These two teams play next Friday up in Marshfield. Squares the bunt, pulls it back, outside corner, and in for a ball. Haley Wagner awaits on deck. Clary from first. And the 1-0. Squares the bunt again, pops it up behind or in foul territory to third. And there's one away. Not a good attempt by Megan Jochumson, and now Haley Wagner. Now Wagner with a runner at first. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. Rhiannon Carroll awaits on deck. Inside and low for a ball. evens it up at a ball and a strike. Baseball going on behind us. Rapids beat Marshfield pretty handedly, 11-2 in their first meeting earlier this week. That was going to be hit sharply to short through the legs of Barwick, and Clary will stop at second. A rocket through the legs of Ashlyn Barwick, and they'll give her a base hit. Tough play, but right call. And now Rhiannon Carroll with 2 on and 1 out. Carroll coming in, batting .383 on the season in the number 4 spot for Coach Holberg. Checked her swing, missed high and away for a ball, 1-0. Kendall Zegon awaits on deck. Rapids took a pair of games against Wausau East earlier this week. 13-3, 12-2. Popped up, foul territory, first base side. Sandy Costa will make the catch for out number 2. So a couple of pop-outs in foul territory for Kendall Zegon now for Wisconsin Rapids. Zegon coming in at .292 on the year with a home run to her name and 9 RBIs. Starts off Zegon with a strike. Does Courtney Donahue. 2 on and 2 out. Here in the bottom of the first inning from Wisconsin Rapids. High and away for a ball. Marshfield will have 5, 6, and 7 due up in the top half of the second inning. Donahue comes set. Fires home. On the inside corner for a strike. Perfect placement, and it's 1-2. So leadoff walk, a pop-up on a bunt, a single by Wagner, and a pop-out by Carroll to Costa in foul territory. And outside corner, backwards K to end the first inning. No runs on a hit. 2 left on and no errors. We have played an inning complete. It is Wisconsin Rapids nothing, Marshfield nothing. You're watching high school softball right here on Zaleski Sports.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business. And I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Sandy Costa to lead things off for Marshfield here in the top of the second inning. Carroll with the sunglasses on, wheels and fires, and misses low and in for a ball. Carroll looks at her wristband. Misses inside, and Costa ahead in the count, 2-0. Got a pretty clean first inning for Rhiannon Carroll in the top of the first. Now behind Costa, 2-0. Going to be hit sharply over to Clary at short and across, and off of the foot, or off the bag was Holberg on the wide throw, and a leadoff base runner via the error. And now Shyla Brogan. Runner at first, and Runner at first and nobody out. Give an error on that throw. Tough play, but nonetheless, Hatter. Bunt over to third. To first, got the out there. Sacrifice bunt, and they almost got her at second. Wagner threw behind Costa at second base, and Clary almost tagged her out. Sacrifice bunt on the 5-4. One away. Runner at second. And now Raina Manlick. For Marshfield. High and in. She was our Zaleski Sports 3-C winner last week. Diving catch against DC Everest. Jason talked to her yesterday, I believe. Runner at second, one out for Raina. Misses high again, 2-0. Madison Voss waits on deck for Marshfield. And appreciate everyone tuning in here this afternoon. Big crowd in Wisconsin Rapids. Big crowd watching online as well in this huge WVC matchup. Line down the left field line. It is fair. And coming in to score will be Costa. An RBI double for Raina Manlick. And it's 1-0 Marshfield. Start of the inning with an E3. And Raina Manlick comes through big for Marshfield to get the first run on the board for the Tigers. 1-0 Marshfield. Looking for more. A crazy spin on that one from Carroll, and it's 0-1. Runner at second, one out, 1-0 Marshfield, top of the second inning. Round and Carroll fires home. Spinner misses low and away. A ball and a strike to Madison Voss, the number 8-er. Ashlyn Barwick awaits on deck. Going to be hit sharply past first, and they're going to hold Manlick at third. And a hard hit ball right past Sawyer Holberg at first, and another base hit for Marshfield. Their third of the inning. And now Ashlyn Barwick, the shortstop. Runners at the corners. Runners at the corners and one out. Number 9 hitter Ashlyn Barwick. High and in for a ball. All sorts of numbers being yelled out by both head coaches. Coach Holberg and Coach Linsmeyer. Throw down to second is off the mark. And a stolen base will be given to Madison Voss. Runners at second and third, pardon me. 2 balls and no strikes to Ashlyn Barwick. Two in scoring position. Misses high and away, 3-0. In danger of walking the number 9 hitter. Something that, as they say, is a sin of baseball and softball. 3-0 right down 8th Street for a strike, and it's 3-1. Marshfield looking for more here in the second. There's another strike right on the corner, and it runs full. Two on, one out. The 3-2 coming home. A half a second early was Ashlyn Barwick, and she knocked that one into the batting cages up along left field. 3 balls and 2 strikes coming home. High and away, and they walk the number 9 hitter. Now back to the top of the order, and Brooklyn Bowman popped out to Megan Clary her first time up. Bases are loaded and 1 out. In there on the outside corner for a strike. Called by our home plate umpire, Jason Wolf. The 0-1. Missed high for a ball. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. Bases are juiced with 1 out. Going to be hit sharply over second. Wagner tags the runner, goes home. They don't tag her. They didn't tag her. They didn't tag her. They should have gone to first. Wagner got the runner in between first and second, but instead of just going to first base to get the double play, she tried to go home, and Zegon caught it but didn't tag the runner. And so a mental mistake on that play. And now Courtney Donahue with runners at the corners and 2 outs. It's a tremendous play by Haley Wagner. But instead of going to first to get out Bowman, she tried to go home, and Zegon, who caught it, would have had the out, but she didn't tag the base runner. Didn't have time to. That was a running down the baseline. It was Raina Manlick. 2-0 Marshfield. Runners at the corners and 2 outs as Rhiannon Carroll asks to go through the signs again. The 1-1. We hit sharply over to first. Holberg will take it herself, step on the base to end the second inning. 2 runs across on 3 hits. 2 left on, no errors, and we have played an inning and a half. Through an inning and a half, it is Marshfield 2 and Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln 0. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli, bacon, cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
We go to the bottom of the second inning for Wisconsin Rapids. It'll be 6, 7, and 8. That's Holberg, Virginski, and Red Cloud for Coach Isaac Holberg and the Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Red Raiders. Again, you're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports. We do have other games going on around the network today, including Colby at Columbus Catholic softball. That's Abby Colby. Auburndale at Stratford baseball and softball. Mosney at Amherst soccer. Pittsville at Pacelli baseball. That game was a continuation, so they were in the top of the third inning. When they restarted that game, they are in the bottom of the third right now. Pacelli leads 3-0. So your Holberg to lead things off. That one's a check swing foul straight back, and it's 0-1. Head into Fleet Farm during the Spring Yard Prep event. Pick up everything you need for lawn, garden, and patio. Save on fertilizers, lawn equipment, patio furniture, grills, and more. Fleet Farm has been proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. Chopper over to first. Costa underhands it, and she beat it out. So getting over there was Voss, but I don't know if she ever stepped on first base. And now there's a runner at first and nobody out. So it looked like an easy ground ball, easy out to retire Holberg, but she beat it down the line. Squares the bunt, pulls it back, and misses low for a ball. Give her a base hit. Sawyer Holberg beat it down the line. It's as simple as that. Bunted right in front of home plate. Throw down to second is in time. Throw behind, and she's safe. No, they got her. She got underneath the tag, but then they said that they got the tag. Holberg rounded second, and they threw behind her and got her. So a double play on the sacrifice bunt. 3-4. First one to Red Cloud is in their first strike. Holberg was at second base, rounded second, and then got thrown behind and tagged out. And that one misses. Ball and a strike. So you go 3, 4, 6 on the double play. And just like that, there's 2 outs. And Red Cloud is behind the count, a ball and 2 strikes. Big mistake here in the bottom of the second inning. And just like that, Marshfield gets out of the inning. No runs on a hit. Nobody left. We have played 2 complete. It's Marshfield 2 and Wisconsin Rapids nothing. To the top of the third inning we go. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
I really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Maddie Bornbach to lead things off here in the top of the third inning for Marshfield. Squares the bunt, pulls it back in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. So an inning that started out pretty well for Wisconsin Rapids, getting on infield base hit by Sawyer Holberg, a great bunt laid down by Allie Verchinski. And then Holberg, again, ran through second base, and she was way off and got tagged out. Nobody on, nobody out. Top of the third inning, 1-1. Misses inside for a ball to Maddie Bornbach, who flew out to center field her first time up. And the 2-1. Misses high and in for a ball, 3-1. Score from Stratford. Don't know if the score is right, as it might be at the bottom of the first inning, 1-0 Stratford. Matt Dickinson on the call of that game. The 3-1. Going to be lifted out to left, twisting around and making the play down the left field line is Emily Friday for out number 1. 1 up and 1 down. Nice play out there by Emily. Went opposite field. That was a nice play. And now Lauren Jacoby, who flew out to Megan Clary her first time up. Soccer just about to get underway in Amherst. Big non-conference matchup that is. Amherst and Mosney. Head coach Eric Lindy making his return back to Amherst. The 1-0 to Lauren Jacoby misses high and away for a ball. Got a handful of huge games on the docket for you tomorrow, including more softball here in Wisconsin Rapids, but it will be Assumption doing the battling tomorrow. The 2-1 back to Lauren Jacoby. Dribbled over to Clary at short to cross and in time to retire Lauren Jacoby. 2 away now for Sandy Costa, who reached on a base hit her first time up. Costa singled and scored back in that second inning. Nobody on. 2 away here from Marshfield in the third. Popped up into the netting, and it's 0-1. Colby Abbey and against Columbus over at the Marshfield Fairgrounds. Playing the top of the first inning over there. Jason Zaleski on the call. Misses low and in for a ball. Evens it up at 1-1. We got a lot of games for you. Head over to ZaleskiSports.com. Weekly schedule. We'll read those off here in just a moment for the games happening tomorrow. Scheduled tomorrow anyway. 1-1 popped up. Look out over here as it just hits the top of the netting and runs 1 ball and 2 strikes. Brewers picked up another win today against the lowly Cincinnati Reds. Can't get much tougher than the Reds to start this season. Outside corner, low and away. The Reds at 3-22, maybe? Does that sound right? Brewers bats have come alive as well. Chopped over to third across the diamond from Red Cloud. And a nice job over at first by Holberg to keep the foot to end the third inning. And no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We have played 2.5. It is Marshfield 2, Wisconsin Rapids, Lincoln nothing. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids as the Marshfield Tigers lead this WVC matchup 2-0 through 2.5 innings. Upcoming schedule for the Marshfield Tigers as we have it now anyway. On Saturday, they'll head over to Cedarburg for a double-header tournament sort of schedule. On Friday the 13th, they will host Wisconsin Rapids, Lincoln, and Mosinee in a doubleheader. The 17th, they'll host DC Everest. On the 19th, they'll head to Wausau West. On the 20th, they will be at Eau Claire Memorial for a doubleheader. And then in 19 days, the regionals begin. Just under 3 weeks until regional softball tournament begins. No balls and 2 strikes. Emily Friday, who had a great catch in the top half of this inning. And the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Bornbach set up outside. Donahue went right down the middle. And the third strikeout for Courtney Donahue here this afternoon. Back to the top of the order in Megan Clary. Cincinnati Reds to start this season 3-22. Unbelievable. Clary looks at a ball low and away. Brewers swept them. Brewers at 18-8. Lead the NL Central by 3 games. They head to Atlanta over the weekend. The 1-0 to Clary. Be driven deep to right. Back on it and making the catch is Raina Manlick for out number 2. Two-way now for Megan Jochimson. A little bit easier catch for Raina than she had against TC Everest last week. Megan Jochimson now. The center fielder popped out her first time up on a bunt attempt. It's 0-1 to Jochimson. Try to get Clary over to second out of bunt. She popped it up to Jacoby at third. No balls and a strike. Going to be hit right back up the middle and a base hit for Megan Jochimson, right past the glove of Courtney Donahue. It's time to get back to work. It's time to find a great job and get great pay at Nicolay Construction. Nicolay Construction of Marshfield is a well-established, family-owned business with a welcoming environment for you to be part of today. Find year-round work in carpentry, concrete, steel, and excavation that has you home every night. Stop in and see Brad or Rob at Nicolay Construction on East 29th Street in Marshfield to get started. Get back to work with Nicolay Construction. Wagner looks at a strike, and it's 0-1. Going to be popped up behind first, over on it, and it's going to just be foul over the head of Costa, and it's 0-2. Right off the end of the bat. Two away here in the third. The 10th pitch of the inning for Courtney Donahue. Misses inside for a ball, and it's 1-2. She threw just 8 in the second inning. That's why it seemed like it went so fast. The 1-2 coming back. Outside corner, popped up, right field side, foul, and remains a ball and 2 strikes. So tomorrow on the docket, we have Athens at Assumption softball, first pitch 4:45. Chequamegon at Stratford in baseball and softball. Neelsville at Columbus Catholic baseball, all on ZaleskiSports.com. And maybe have Neelsville Columbus Catholic softball tomorrow as well. The 1-2. High and in for a ball. 2-2. We'll have that determination later on tonight. The 2-2 coming back. Change up. Nope, fouled at the plate. Jochimson just able to stay alive. In and out of the mitts of Maddie Bornbach. Somehow able to stay alive. The 2-2 coming back. Outside corner, and it bounced in there for a ball. Count runs full now. And the payoff coming back to Wagner. Going to be hit sharply into the netting. Caught by Costa, but obviously no doing. The payoff coming back from Courtney Donahue. And lost her. And as soon as Courtney let it go, she knew that it wasn't going to be good. And now Rhiannon Carroll with 2 on and 2 out. The second walk issued by Courtney Donahue. Carroll popped up in foul territory first time up. Line that one foul, and it's 0-1 down the first base right field side. Scoreless from the Marshfield Fairgrounds. Columbus Catholic and Colby Abbey softball. 2-0 here, the 0-1. Got the call, did Courtney Donahue, and it's 0-2 on the inside corner. Two on and 2 out. The 0-2 coming back from Donahue. And now it's going to be lifted. Right field side, drifting foul. And Manlick almost dove for that one as well. Donahue has struck out the has 3 strikeouts. She struck out Zegon to end the first. She struck out Red Cloud to end the second. And then she struck out Friday to start this third inning. The 0-2 back from Donahue. Going to be lined. Weekly hit over to short. Tough play, and she's going to be safe at first. Infield single for Carroll. That was a very tough play in the gap for Ashlyn Barwick. And a courtesy runner coming in for Carroll. Nora Lassa. And now Kendall Zegon with the bases loaded and 2 outs. As Jason Wolf marks down that Nora Lassa is coming in to run. Bases are juiced for Zegon. Swung on and missed. Blew it past her, and it's 0-1. Struck out to end the first. Did Kendall. Donahue wheels and deals. Just missed, and it's 1-1. Just missed. Maybe a little low as well. The 1-1. Going to be lifted to left center field. Long run. That was going to get down, and it is gone. A grand slam for Kendall Zegon to left center field. And the Wisconsin Rapids leads 4-2. A bases clearing grand slam for Kendall Zegon. And Wisconsin Rapids puts 4 on the board with 2 outs here in the third. A grand slam for Kendall Zegon. And now Sawyer Holberg misses high and away. You saw Shyla Brogan and Brooklyn Bowman retreating back to get it. And just made it over the top of the fence. In for a strike to Holberg. The 1-1 coming back. Going to be popped up center field. Long run for Bowman. She comes in and makes the catch to end the third inning. But Wisconsin Rapids comes through for 4 here in the third on 3 hits. And no errors, a walk, and nobody left. We have played 3 complete. It is Wisconsin Rapids 4 and Marshfield 2. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Shayla Brogan to lead things off for Marshfield. And play here in the top of the fourth. 4-2 Wisconsin Rapids. Can be fouled at the plate. It's 0-1 to Brogan. Nobody enjoys being without comfort. Time to plan for the summer months ahead. It's finally feeling like that, ladies and gentlemen. Give the pros at Rapids Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling a call for furnace and AC service in Wisconsin Rapids. We'll be there rapidly to figure out and take care of the trouble, and we'll get the comfort working again right away. Call Rapids Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling at 715-301-0256 and visit online at rapidsheetmetal.com. Brogan quickly behind the count, 0-2. Columbus Catholic put a 5 in the bottom of the first, still only 1 out. Lets loose does Carroll, and it goes to the backstop. That's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Shyla Brogan. 1-2. Going to be hit to third and past the glove of Red Cloud. And Brogan is going to take a huge turn around first and a leadoff single with 2 strikes for Shyla Brogan. Right past the glove of Jazz Red Cloud. And now Raina Manlick, who had a RBI double back in the second inning. Scoring Costa in that inning. Carroll comes set. This is high for a ball, and it's 1-0. How quickly things turn here. Donahue had 2 quick outs, gave up a single to Jochumson, walked Wagner, singled to Carroll in the bottom of the third inning. Throw down to first. Not in time. 2-0 to Manlick. Madison Voss awaits on deck for Marshfield. The 2-0 coming back. Missed high, and Carroll is behind 3-0. Manlick ahead in the count. Not a way you want to start an inning after your team has just given you 4 to go ahead. There's one right down the gut for a strike, 3-1. Upcoming Wisconsin Valley Conference games to round out the regular season, or just about. 3-1. Be popped up, foul territory, long run for Emily Friday, and that one's going to drift out of play. And it runs full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Next Monday, DC Everest is at Wausau East. Merrill is right here in Wisconsin Rapids. Tuesday, Merrill is at Wausau West. Marshfield is at Spash. We'll have that game live for you. Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln is at DC Everest. Next Wednesday, Wausau West is at Spash. And then next Thursday, a week from tonight, DC Everest is at Merrill. Spash is right back here in Wisconsin Rapids. I'll be on the call of that one again as well. Marshfield is at Wausau East. Going to be dribbled over to Red Cloud and foul at third. And then next Friday, 8 days from now, Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln will be at Marshfield, and Gene Delicio will have the call of that game for you. 3 balls and 2 strikes. To Raina Manlick. Popped up. Out to Jochumson in center and makes the catch. Just missed it to Manlick. There's one away for Madison Voss, who singled back in the second.
Voss batting for the Tigers.
Voss with a runner at first and 1 out. Squares the bunt. Offered at it and missed. 0-1 to Madison Voss. No balls and a strike. Carroll fires. Can be driven to deep right center field. That one's going to fall in front of Virginski, and a base hit for Madison Voss. Opposite field base hit.
At bat number 4, Ashlyn Barwick.
Now Ashlyn Barwick runners at the corners and 1 out. Allie Virginski, if she has another play at that one, she might be one she chases after a little bit more. That was seemed like a playable ball. Squares the bunt, pulls it back, throw down to second. Is not in time. It scoots away from Clary, and coming in to score will be Shyla Brogan. So stolen base. And need two. Marshfield gets one back here in the fourth. Still only one out. Runner at second. The 1-0 count to Barwick. Can be popped up over to Holberg at first in foul territory. And now there's two away for the top of the order in Brooklyn Bowman. Brooklyn has popped out, grounded into a fielder's choice. RBI fielder's choice back in the second. Inside corner and missed. 4-3 Wisconsin Rapids. We play in the top half of the fourth inning. A run across for Marshfield here in the fourth. Going to be grounded right back to Carroll. She steps, she throws, and that will end our fourth inning. A run across on 2 hits, 1 left. We have played 3.5, halfway through this one here in Wisconsin Rapids. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports. It's 4-3 Lincoln. We'll be back right after this.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no. One man band. Just follow your dreams and keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in central Wisconsin.
Welcome back to the battle of top two teams in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. Go through the standings here in just a moment, as Rapids will send up 7, 8, 9. Virginsky, Red Cloud, and Friday. Virginsky had the sacrifice bunt that got Holberg over to second in the second inning. And then Holberg got tagged out during all that hoopla in the bottom of the second inning for Lincoln. First offering outside for a ball to Ellie Virginsky. Coming into the game today, Marshfield at 6-0, Lincoln at 5-1, Spash at 5-2, Everest 5-3, Wausau West at 3-4, Merrill and East at 0-7. Those two teams play each other in a doubleheader today, so either one or both will get wins in the conference today. The 1-1. Swung on and missed. Pulled her head on an inside pitch. Ball and 2 strikes to Allie Virginsky, the right fielder. 1-2 coming back. Foul straight back, right on it. Brogan, Bowman, Manlick from left to right in the outfield. Jacoby, Barwick, Voss, and Costa from third to first. Bornbach catching Donahue, as she has done for so many years for Marshfield. The 1-2. High and away for a ball. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. 4-3 Wisconsin Rapids. The 2-2. Able to check her swing. She did not go. Good hole up there by Allie, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the number 7 hitter. The 3-2 coming home. Swung on and missed, and Donahue strikes her out for the first out of the inning. 4th K for Courtney Donahue. And now Jazz Red Cloud, who struck out on 4 pitches back in the second inning. Spectrum Benefit Solutions has offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook. Get started today, as well as they have been our scoreboard sponsor for quite a while. Go out and support them. Say thank you. Again, if you're looking for anybody to thank, don't thank us. As Red Cloud looks at a strike and it's 1-2. Thank everybody you see on the lower part of the scoreboard, on the top part of the scoreboard, throughout all the commercials. Those are the individual businesses that you have to thank. The 1-2 missed high as Red Cloud is ready to head back to the dugout. 2-2. Score from Amherst Soccer. 2-0 Falcons over Mosinee. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Donahue with another one. Strikeout number 5. And now Emily Friday, who struck out on 3 pitches to begin the 3rd inning. First offering misses for a ball, 1-0. Then back to the top of the order for Wisconsin Rapids. In there for a strike. 1-1. (4-2) Stratford over Auburndale in softball. That's kind of a surprise. Popped up on the infield. Over on it is Barwick. And a clean, perfect 1-2-3 inning for Courtney Donahue. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Wisconsin Rapids 4 and Marshfield 3. You're watching high school softball right here, exclusively on Zaleski Sports.
When you want to win games, you look for an expert. Here's 2-time national champion, Coach Jack Bennett.
I may know a few things about basketball, but I'm a rookie when it comes to vehicles. I trust the team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers to call those shots. They're professionals. Remove the stress and anxiety of having your vehicle serviced or repaired.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Go with the winning team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Top of the 5th inning we go here in Wisconsin Rapids. First offering to Donahue was missed low for a ball. Courtney tonight 1 for 2. Can be hit sharply to left. Over on his Friday. It's going to get down all the way to the corner. Donahue rounds first. She's going to second. It's bobbled out there. Donahue to third, and she's going to be safe. Donahue all the way around to third base. And there's a runner at third for Marshfield and nobody out. As Liliana Anaya comes in to run. Went right with it, opposite field as Emily Friday bobbled it out there. And a huge opportunity right now for Marshfield with Maddie Bornbach at the plate. A couple of flyouts for Maddie today. One on and nobody out. Gonna be fouled at the plate. Fouled straight back, and it's 0-1. Rapids will have their top half of the order, or their the top of the order, due up in the top of the bottom of the 5th inning. Rhiannon Carroll trying to stop the bleeding here in the 5th. Missed high for a ball. Actually, no bleeding yet, except there's a runner at third and nobody out for Marshfield. Maddie Bornbach at the plate. A lot of power from the left-handed batter's box. And just able to get out of the way was Maddie, and it's 2-1. Somehow got out of the way. And appreciate everyone tuning in this afternoon on Zaleski Sports. Going to be hit foul, and it's 2-2. Two balls and two strikes. Shakes out her right hand. It was right off the end of the bat. Get that tingling all the way down to the knob and the handle of the bat. The 2-2 coming home. Can be hit sharply over to second. They get the out at first. An RBI ground out for Maddie Bornbach. Coming in to score was Anaya. Trade the run for the out. And there's one away. And we're tied back up here in Wisconsin Rapids for Lauren Jacoby. First two times to Clary at short. A pop out and a ground out. First one just misses inside for a ball, and it's 1-0. Sandy Costa waits on deck. Tied at 4 here in the 5th. Leadoff triple to start things for the Tigers here. Carroll behind 2-0. Give you Lincoln's upcoming schedule as well. Again, we'll be here next Thursday. Popped up. Foul territory. Look out back here. We'll be here again next Thursday when Spash comes to town. The lone conference loss so far for Wisconsin Rapids came to Spash. The 2-1. Can be hit sharply past Red Cloud and another base hit. Just blinked her eyes and it got past her. Now Sandy Costa. Hawkins Ash CPAs is a certified public accounting firm. Has big enough to serve you but small enough to care. Accounting professionals in the firm's Marshfield office provide local tax and accounting services and are backed with the resources and support of 9 other offices and more than 150 team members. Contact Hawkins Ash CPA in Marshfield for all your tax and accounting needs. Visit them online at hawkinsash.cpa to learn more. Costa dribbles that one off the end of the bat. She is going to get tagged for out number 1. Or out number 2, I should say. Again, that one was off the end of the bat, and it spun back into the field of play. And now Shyla Brogan, a single in her last at-bat. Came around to score. Runner at second and 2 outs. Popped up, foul territory, will drift out of play near the baseball dugouts, and it's 0-1. Runner at second and 2 outs. A run across for Marshfield. Miss low for a ball, 1-1. Marshfield has scored runs in the second, single runs in the 4th and the 5th so far. The 1-1. Low and in the, can't really say dirt, but low and in the dirt, and it's 2-1. No dirt on the fields here in Wisconsin Rapids. All turf infield and outfield. The 2-1. Going to be hit sharply over to Red Cloud. She steps, she throws, and she retires Brogan to end the 5th inning. A run across on 2 hits and 1 left stranded. We have played 4.5. It is all tied at 4. Wisconsin Rapids coming up to bat. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
R&R Flooring in Spencer is your place for the best in innovation and lowest pricing for your flooring project. New or remodel, tile, carpet, hardwood, ceramic, cork, you name it, R&R Flooring is ready for you today. R&R Flooring supports area programs like the broadcast you're watching and also supports area suppliers so you get great quality and pricing that fits your budget. Go to R&R Flooring today to see their showroom of flooring, furniture, mattresses, and custom-built showers. R&R Flooring in Spencer.
Bottom of the 5th inning we go here in Wisconsin Rapids. It'll be 1, 2, and 3 due up for the Red Raiders here in the bottom of the 5th. Coming up for Wisconsin Rapids on Monday, they will host Merrill. Tuesday, they head to DC Everest. Thursday, they are home against Spatch. Again, we will be here for that game. Next Friday, they are at Marshfield. We'll, of course, have that game. On the 17th, they host Wausau West. On the 19th, they go to Toma. On the 20th, they head to Oshkosh North. And again, the 24th is when the regionals begin. Courtney Donahue back in the circle. Megan Clary at the plate. A walk and a flyout today for Megan. First offering misses high and away for a ball. Clary walked to start the Red Raiders half of the first inning. Now it's going to be popped up again. Went down to reach for it, and twisting around was Costa at first. And it evens it up at a ball and a strike, and Clary with another opportunity. That one's a low pitch. Again, went down and got it. The 1-1. Swung on and missed. Took something off of it. Way out in front was Clary. The 1-2 coming back from Donahue. Missed high and in. 2-2. .210. The distance around the outfield here at Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln. Outside corner and missed. Runs full. Again, just a bit outside. Clary has run it full. The 3-2 from Donahue. And lost her. Another walk for Courtney. H&S Manufacturing Marshfield is hiring. If you're a hardworking individual, then they need you. Do you want a solid company that offers top wages along with a very generous benefits package? Then check out the open positions at H&S. Their benefits include health, dental, life, and disability, plus 401k cash bonuses, $2 shift bonus, and a substantial vacation plan that has you earning vacation from your very first day. They're looking for welders, painters, and assemblers for both first and second shift. To apply online, Google them at H&S Manufacturing or log on to hsmfgco.com. Jochimson and behind the count, 0-1. Squares the bunt again, pulls it back in there for a strike anyway. She tried the same thing back in the first inning and popped out to Jacoby at third, and now Coach Holdberg really doesn't have much of a choice except to let her swing away. The 0-2. Outside corner, down to second goes Clary, and a huge save out there by Barwick. A stolen base, but could have been more if Barwick doesn't make that diving catch. A ball and 2 strikes to Megan Jochimson. Fouled straight back into the netting. Remains a ball and 2 strikes. A lot of speed on the base pass with Megan Clary out there at second. Haley Wagner awaits on deck. Fires does Donahue. Outside corner, staying alive, and into the dugout it went. Right off the end of the bat to a slap hitter. And Coach Holberg making sure it is still a usable softball. Runner at second and nobody out. The 1-2 coming back to Jochimson. And missed. Good hold up by Jochimson. Evens it up at a ball and a strike, or 2 balls and 2 strikes, I should say. The 2-2. Outside corner and got her with the backwards K. Bornbach was setting up outside, and that is exactly what you want to do if you are a pitcher and a catcher going up against a slap hitter. Now Haley Wagner reached on an error in his walk today. Be lifted up out of play. It's going to drift to the baseball field, and it's 0-1. Runner at second, 1 out for Haley Wagner. Haley had a historic day at Wausau West last week on the 27th. A couple of grand slams to her name. So Lincoln's really piling up the grand slams this year. The last 10 days or so. The 1-1. Missed high and away, 2-1. Rhiannon Carroll awaits on deck. Clary stands at second with 1 out. Donahue fires. Inside corner for a strike, man. Wagner tried to back out of it. Again, got that inside corner. That was the outside corner to Jocumsen on in the last at bat. The 2-2. Outside and missed. Count runs full now. Trying those corners. Donahue hit or miss here this afternoon. 6 strikeouts, 3 walks. And the payoff coming back to Wagner. Going to be hit sharply over to short. Barwick looks across. Not in time. Clearing to third. She's going to be safe. Everybody's safe for Wisconsin Rapids. Infield single for Haley Wagner. That slight hesitation by Ashlyn Barwick to look the runner back at first gave Wagner enough time to beat it down the line. Now there's runners at first and third with 1 out for Rhiannon Carroll for Wisconsin Rapids. A pop out and a single for Carroll today. As the infield having a meeting with Courtney Donahue, Maddie Bornbach calling that meeting. And now there's runners at the corners and 1 out for Wisconsin Rapids. A walk, a strikeout, and a single here in the 5th inning for Lincoln. Going to be popped to second, and they're going to double her off, and that'll end the 5th inning. So maybe a missed sign or miscommunication by Wisconsin Rapids, but that will end a very big threat for the Red Raiders in the 5th. No runs on a hit and 1 left on. We have played 5 complete. It is Marshfield 4, Wisconsin Rapids 4. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
Don't let pain or mobility issues keep you from enjoying life. Let our physical therapy doctors and our staff at Roberts Physical Therapy help you recover your ability to move easily and live free of aches and pains, providing effective individual treatment plans. Whether you're experiencing problems with balance and mobility, you're experiencing pain in your low back, or you're dealing with any other physical challenges, we'll take care of you. For more information on how we can service your needs, contact us today.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for our patients of all ages from 1 to 100. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
Taking a lot of the juice and the momentum out of the Lincoln team was that double play. Now Raina Manlick to lead things off here in the 6th inning. A double and a flyout for Raina today. First one misses for a ball. So again, right before that, Maddie Bornbach had called the infield meeting. And Carroll popped out to second, and Wagner was going with the swing. Maybe she was stealing. And a call that Marshfield has been getting. Carroll does not, and it's 2-0. As Wagner was going with the swing, or maybe with the pitch, and she got doubled off very easily at first base, the 2-0. There's a strike to Raina Manlick, and it's 2-1. So 7, 8, and 9 due up for Marshfield here in the 6th. Lincoln will have 5, 6, and 7 in their bottom half of the 6th inning. The 2-1. He grounded over to Red Cloud at third. High throw, but luckily Holberg, long, lanky first baseman, able to corral it in for the first out of the inning. And now Madison Voss, a couple of singles today for Maddie. Has been left stranded both times. Carroll looks at her wristband. There's a strike in there to Maddie Voss, and it's 0-1. Again, appreciate everyone tuning in this afternoon on Zaleski Sports. These two teams match up again next Friday. Foul straight back, and you never know what's going to happen on Friday the 13th, and that's exactly what we have here in the month of May, is a Friday the 13th. That will be next week when these two teams match up again. No balls and 2 strikes to Maddie Voss. Outside corner in the left-handed batter's box. Good layoff there by Voss. Ashlyn Barwick awaits on deck. A lot of nervous patrons here in Rapids. The 1-2, and it bounces in there for a ball. Lifting the back foot was Voss. And if she would have let it hit her, she would have been able to go down to first. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Maddie Voss. And the count runs full, 3-2. Marshfield dugout expressing their pleasure of the call and the at-bat by Maddie Voss. The 3-2 lifted to right. That one's going to get down, fair ball. And the third base hit of the night for Madison Voss. What a great at-bat by Maddie. Now Ashlyn Barwick, a walk and a pop-out today. Runner at first and 1 out. Top of the order, due up next for Marshfield. Squares the bunt, gets it down, third base side. Red Cloud bobbles it. Barwick is going to stand at first with the E5. And now there's 2 on and 1 out for the top of the order for Marshfield. The error by Red Cloud. And now Brooklyn Bowman today. Pop out, RBI fielder's choice, and a ground out. And now the infield for Wisconsin Rapids has a conversation. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And like a good neighbor, Carrie Van Aert State Farm is there for you in Wisconsin Rapids. Get a free quote from Carrie Van Aert State Farm on auto, homeowners, renters, business, and much more. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And like a good neighbor, Carrie Van Aert State Farm is there for you in Wisconsin Rapids. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Bowman looks at a strike, and it's 0-1. So a ground out, a full count single by Madison Voss, and then an error by Red Cloud on the bunt, which would have been a sacrifice bunt by Barwick. But now a huge opportunity for Marshfield. The 0-1. Misses low for a ball, 1-1. Courtney Donahue awaits on deck. She started the 5th inning out with a triple. Getting all that momentum that Rapids had in the 5th dispersed. That one's off the mitt of Carroll. Everybody's going to be safe, and the bases are loaded for Courtney Donahue on another infield single for Marshfield. And now Coach Holberg to come out and talk to his crew in the infield. Get you some updates here on the Zaleski Sports Network here tonight. 11-0 Columbus Catholic over Colby Abbey in the bottom of the 3rd inning. That's softball. Auburndale Stratford baseball. Stratford leads 9-1 in the bottom of the 4th inning. Auburndale Stratford softball That is 5-2 Auburndale, so they had the score incorrect there. Mosinee and Amherst Soccer is taking a commercial break. Bases are loaded for Courtney Donahue with 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. There's a strike to Donahue to start the at-bat, and it's 0-1. Donahue today a single, a ground out, and a triple. Bases full of Tigers here in the top of the 6th inning. Carroll gets one she likes. Just missed outside, evens it up at a ball and a strike. Runner at third is Madison Voss. Second, Ashlyn Barwick. First, Brooklyn Bowman. 1 ball and 1 strike. Misses low and in for a ball. 2-1 to Courtney Donahue. The count in her favor. Rowden looks over to the dugout to get the pitch that she wants, or that is called. The 2-1. Going to be grounded over to second. Going to go to second for 1 across, not in time. And an RBI fielder's choice this time for Courtney Donahue. Out at second was Bowman. Madison Voss came in to score. Barwick to third. That time Wagner tried to tag Bowman, but Brooklyn was already past her when Brooklyn Bowman was already past her when she tried to tag her. So then Wagner went to Clary at second. Now 2 outs for Maddie Bornbach. Couple of flyouts and a ground out. Inside, misses for a ball. So Marshfield takes the lead here in the top of the 6th inning. 2 still on for the Tigers. The 1-0. Popped up, center field, long run for Jochimson, and the diving attempt is not made. And Megan Jochimson did all she could, but an RBI base hit for Maddie Bornbach. That is a tough play for the center fielder. A long way to run. That is one that Megan Clary would probably want back. And now Lauren Jacoby. 2 across here in the inning for Marshfield. That one's going to be driven to center. Jochimson's going to come in and make that catch to end the 6th inning. 2 runs across, though, on 2 hits, an error, and 2 left on. We have played 5.5. Marshfield now leads 6-4. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement.
Five, 6, and 7 due up from Wisconsin Rapids here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Rapids 4 runs on 5 hits. They've committed 2 errors, have left 3 runners on. Marshfield 6 runs on 10 hits. They've committed 1 error and have left 7 runners on base. First pitch to Kendall Zegon is a ball. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning. There's a swing and a miss. Took something off at 1-1. So Zegon, Holberg, and Verchinski for Wisconsin Rapids here in the 6th. Again, they had a huge, huge chance in the bottom of the 5th inning. That was erased on a double play. Fouled straight back into the netting, and it's 1-2. They started the 5th inning with a walk. Jocumsen struck out. Wagner singled, which got Clary to third. Brown and Carroll popped to second, and then Wagner was doubled off of first base. Missed outside, 2-2 to Kendall Zegon. Kendall today a strikeout and a grand slam home run. The 2-2. He dribbled over to second. Tough play for Voss. Underhands it to first for the out. One away now for Sawyer Holberg. A single and a flyout for Holberg today. Outside corner for a strike on Holberg. Score from Amherst, 3-0 Falcons over Mosinee in girls soccer. The 0-1. Outside, spun it in there, and it's 0-2. Loves that left corner, does home plate umpire Jason Wolf. If it's inside or outside, he likes that left side of the plate. Donahue tried it again, missed high and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Outside corner, and got her looking. Strikeout number 7 for Courtney. And there's 2 away now for Allie Verchinski. So a couple of base running blunders by Wisconsin Rapids today in the 2nd and in the 5th. Now it's going to be popped up and out of play, third base side. That has really been what has caused Lincoln right now into this predicament, being down by 2 runs with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. The 0-1. Swung on and missed. Again, a huge missed opportunity in the 2nd inning. The leadoff single, sacrifice bunt that Sawyer Holberg overran second base and they got tagged out. And of course, just mentioning the 5th inning. The 0-2. Going to be driven to left, long run and out of play. Charlotte Brogan gave it a chase. Just out in front of it again was Allie Verchinski. Can appreciate everyone tuning in here this afternoon on Zaleski Sports. The 0-2 from Donahue. Outside and high, missed. Ball and 2 strikes. Auburndale beating Stratford in softball 5-2. The 1-2 here. High and out. Evens it up at 2-2. Took just a bit off of it, a little bit slower on that pitch. The 2-2. And got her looking backwards, Kay. And that is strikeout number 8 for Courtney Donahue. And the back-to-back strikeouts to end the 6th inning. Marshfield will look to add some more here as we go to the 7th. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
Why am I an orthopedic surgeon? It's a great question. It was nothing I planned. I actually am a Spanish major. Went back to school and became a physical therapist. That was okay, but I decided to go back to school and become the surgeon. I think the biggest thing when you're talking to the patient is if you can relate to them, number 1. Number 2 is if you can teach them what the problem is. If you can teach them what the problem is, they're going to do fine. They're going to learn what it is, they're going to figure out how to fix it, and then they're going to adapt. There's days when things don't work out and things are harder than others, but clearly you're here for one reason and you're not here for you. You're here for the patient that comes in. Healthcare is kind of like going to the supper club in Wisconsin. You always feel like you need to travel to get a better Friday fish fry or to get the prime rib on Saturday, but really here we have everything under the same roof. We have everything within a hospital that, quite frankly, is rated in the top 2 hospitals in the state for joint replacements. We have hospitals coming to us to ask how we do joint replacements, how we solve the problem, how we get patients motivated and moving with very low risk and very low complication rates, and our outcomes are much better.
Top of the 7th inning, we are in Wisconsin Rapids. Sandy Costa, Shyla Brogan, and Raina Manlick to lead the 1-2-3 hitters here in the inning. A ball and a strike now to Sandy Costa after just fouling one off to the first base side. The 1-1. Going to be popped up again on the infield. Haley Wagner drifting over and making the catch right besides Sawyer Holberg, and there's one away. 1 up and 1 down for Shyla Brogan. Brogan today, sacrifice, bunt, single, and a ground out. First one misses high for a ball, and it's 1-0. Raina Manlick awaits on deck. The 1-0. Fouled back into the netting. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Shyla Brogan. Lincoln just looking at their half of the 7th inning. We'll have 8, 9, and 1 due up. Red Cloud, Friday, and Clary. The 1-1. Can be driven to right, coming in, and a leadoff or a 1-out base hit by Shyla Brogan. 1 away now for Raina Manlick. Trying to get those insurance runs, those Kerry Vanner State Farm insurance runs, when they head into the bottom of the 7th inning. 11th hit for Marshfield today. Inside corner gets the call, and it's 0-1. Manlick today an RBI double, fly on a ground out in her 3 at-bats. Allen misses low. A ball and a strike. To Raina Manlick, the right fielder for Marshfield. Just misses in, 2-1. Madison Voss awaits on deck for Marshfield. Misses high, throw down to first. 3 balls and a strike now to Raina Manlick. Madison Voss has had probably the biggest play of the game so far at second base. That was back in the 5th inning. Depending on how the last inning goes here, might have to talk to Madison. That was going to be popped up, first base side, drifting out of play. Oh, not quite out of play. And a run's full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Madison also 3 base hits today. 3 singles, a run scored, 2 stolen bases. Again, the coach and player of the game interviews will be held after the game, of course, but will be part of our highlight reel and not live. 3-2 driven to left. Going to be a diving catch by Friday out in left field. Going down to one knee and making the catch was Emily Friday. And there's 2 away now for aforementioned Madison Voss. Brogan stands at first with 2 outs. Maddie today, and there goes Manlick to second on the pass ball. Or excuse me, Brogan. Good jump off of first base by Shyla Brogan. 1-0 to Voss. And now a big RBI opportunity for Madison Voss. Going to be dribbled over to first. Holberg will gobble it up, and that will end the 7th inning on the 3 unassisted. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We have played 6.5. Last chance for the Red Raiders. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. It is 6-4 Marshfield. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Bottom of the 7th inning, and we go here in Marshfield, or excuse me, in Wisconsin Rapids, not Marshfield. Marshfield taking the field now in the bottom of the 7th. Again, appreciate everyone tuning in. Great crowd watching online. Great crowd here at the Wisconsin Rapids Quadplex as well. Beautiful facility here in Wisconsin Rapids. Lincoln will send up 8, 9, and 1. Red Cloud Friday and Clary against Courtney Donahue. 8 strikeouts tonight for Courtney. Jazz Red Cloud has been the victim of 2 of those. Jazz struck out in the 2nd and in the 4th. Courtney Donahue trying to shut the door and improve her team to 7-0 in the conference. Inning starts off with a strike right down the middle. Marshfield would then improve to 11-1 overall. Their lone blemish was to Chi High. Going to be hit over to short, gobbled up there, across and in time. What a play! Ashlyn Barwick at short, diving to her left, getting up and throwing out Red Cloud for the first out of the inning. The middle infield for Marshfield has been on point here today. Now Emily Friday, a strikeout and a pop-out. With Madison Voss at second, Ashlyn Barwick at short. First offering to Friday, misses inside. Emily's made a couple of nice catches today. A big one in the last half inning. The 1-0. Going to be driven to right center field. That one's going to split the gap. That one's going to get down all the way to the wall. Friday to second, and they are going to send her. A one-out double for Emily Friday. Had her caught between second and third. Coach Holberg was trying to get her to third, but then they held her up as Madison Voss was ready to gun her out at third base. And now back to the top of the order for Lincoln. Megan Clary today, a couple of walks and a flyout. As Raina Manlick and Brooklyn Bowman tried to cut that one off, it got underneath the glove of Manlick. And Emily Friday, the number 9 hitter, coming through big for Lincoln the last inning plus here. Or last, now half inning plus. And now Megan Clary for the Red Raiders, the leadoff hitter. Megan looking for that breakout hit. Runner at second and one out. That one's going to be driven to right field. Over on it is Manlick. Friday will come in to score. And Megan Clary has cut the deficit to 1. Megan Clary, an RBI single to right field. And it is 6-5 Marshfield. And now the speedy Clary at first with 1 out. And Megan Jochimson, a flyout, a single, and a strikeout. Throw down to second is not in time. Clary steals second base. First pitch to Jocumson was in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls and one strike. No balls and one strike to Megan Jocumson. Squares the bunt and bunts it foul again, and it's 0-2. No balls and two strikes. Clary stands at second base with one out. Donahue comes set and fires home. Going to be hit over to short. Barwick across the diamond. They're going to get her out at first, and Clary will slide into third with two outs. And now Haley Wagner reached on an error, has walked and singled today. The tying run at third base for Wisconsin Rapids. Donahue takes a deep breath, looks in, and comes set. Going to be dribbled, slow roller to third. Jacoby across in time, and Marshfield knocks off Wisconsin Rapids here this afternoon, 6-5. What a showdown, what a finish, and what a ball game here this afternoon. A slow dribble over to Lauren Jacoby, and was able to throw out Haley Wagner by a half a step. That will finish it up for us here today. We'll take one quick break, hear from Nasonville Dairy, and wrap it up again here from Wisconsin Rapids. Final score was Marshfield 6 and Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln 5. We'll be back to Wisconsin Rapids right after this. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So.
What a finish in this ball game here this afternoon. Marshfield knocks off Wisconsin Rapids 6-5, improving to 11-1 overall, now 7-0 in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. Runs in the 2nd, 4th, 5th, and 6th for Marshfield, and runs for Wisconsin Rapids in the 3rd and in the 7th, including the grand slam by Kendall Zegon. But, man, what an effort. What a ball game, as you would expect from the top two teams in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. We're going to sign off. Another full slate of games for you tomorrow on Zaleski Sports. Check out ZaleskiSports.com. Weekly schedule for that. Again, final score here from Wisconsin Rapids. It is the Marshfield Tigers 6 and Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln 5. We'll have highlights of this game later on tonight on Facebook at Zaleski Sports. Have a great night, everyone. For everyone here at Zaleski Sports, thank you for tuning in. You have been watching Wisconsin's high school sports leader in live stream here today. Again, exclusive broadcast of Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln softball. For all of us at Zaleski Sports, have a great night. And until tomorrow, have a great rest of your night and tomorrow. Again, final score here from Wisconsin Rapids. It is the Marshfield Tigers 6, Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln 5. So long, everyone. We'll talk to you again tomorrow from Robinson Park right here in Wisconsin Rapids.